This program is brought to you by Region 9 Economic Development District, improving and supporting economic opportunities throughout Southwest Colorado.
You're watching Durango TV News. I'm Ashley Dickson. It began in 1974 with a Ute language radio show that Southern Ute tribal leader Eddie Bach Sr. broadcast over a local AM radio station. This year, KSUT celebrates its 40th anniversary as a public radio station, and through the decades, it's grown from a small tribal radio program into a broadcast icon that represents the diverse cultures and communities in the Four Corners region. While the station looks back and celebrates its past, it's also preparing for a dynamic future as a new source of regional and Native public affairs programming and plans to become a national training center for Native American media.
I had a dream, and I said, well, back then there was no capable way to do it, but then I said, I had a dream. I said, I wanted to be heard from the South Pole. That's where I want. And so we just sat there for a while, and everybody told everybody that. All of a sudden, we get the internet. We start streaming our signal. We stream both signals. And that one board meeting, they brought up, says, we got a response we got a response here from the South Pole. He's listening to us, the South Pole. I said, God.
KSUT broadcast its first program in 1974 with a 10-watt translator covering the Pine River Valley. It increased its signal strength in 1979 to serve neighboring communities, and in 1984, KSUT became a national public radio affiliate. The station added a second signal in 1998. Southern Ute Tribal Radio serves Native communities in northwest New Mexico and southwest Colorado, while Four Corners Public Radio continues to serve regional audiences with NPR programming and local music programs. So what's next? Tammy Graham, who worked at the station in 1990, returned this summer as the new executive director. She's been charged with raising funds to build a new $1.8 million broadcast facility and training center in a 5,000 square foot facility that the Southern Ute Indian tribe will lease to the station for $1 a year.
It's really interesting, full circle, to come back, see how far the station has come. I mean, it's amazing how the station has grown and evolved and is still connected to its roots, which I love. At the same time, 26 years later, we're in the same building, which is an 80-year-old Indian Health Services medical clinic that we're bursting at the seams. We were bursting at the seams 20 years ago. So it's time for us to make the move.
Eddie Bach Jr., who served as KSUT's board's president for 25 years, says he's particularly excited to see the training center and get started, and not just because it will be named in his honor.
The Medium Center, which will encompass preservation of our culture, because our culture is handed down mouth to mouth. That's the way it's been. Grandmother or grandfather will tell their offspring the traditional ways. And if it's stuck in another one, they'll pass it down. That's the way nothing is written. Of course, there are some books that are written, but they're not by Native Americans. And you can read them and they say, that doesn't sound right. We don't do it that way. That's not named that, But this would be a step forward and get it from, you would say, the horse's mouth.
If you'd like to know more about KSUT's plans to build a new broadcast and media training center, visit the station's website at ksut.org.